Good afternoon, tutor and classmates. My name is Carlos Silva. I'm from Valledupar. I'm 42 years old. I'm studying for the licenciatura en lenguas extranjeras con énfasis en inglés. I'm going to speak a little bit about this class or this subject that is Didactics of English. And the meaning of this Didactics of English is all the tools and all the ways that the teacher has to implement in the classes in order to help the students to learn in a better way. This is how we create an environment with different tools, as I said before, about how we are going to present our class, how we call the attention of our students. And it's really important, the didactics, because it will help us to improve in our classes, to make it easier to help the students to be more attentive to the classes, that they are able to enjoy the moment of your class, that they can learn the class in a different way, that they are not always doing the traditional translating or doing something, but you include in the classes some new tools or methodologies that will help you to improve how do you teach your classes. This is in the ways of how didactics helps in the life of the teacher or in the life of learning, or this transmission of knowledge to our students. Then the class is going to be really important because will be divided in 4 phases. The first one is the language theory. It will have 8 hours of classes, 2 of materials, and 8 hours of participation, in the class, in the observation of the classes, 2 hours of material development, and 3 hours of SAPEC. And then the second phase, this is the second phase, because the first phase is the introduction and discovering the meaning and to know in general how the class is gonna be. Second is the phase of language of theory, and as I told you, is 8 hours of participation and observation practice, then 2 hours of development of materials and all this stuff, and then 3 hours of SAPEC. Then the third phase is language skills. Again, 8 hours of participation and observation in the practices in the classes, then 2 hours of material development. And the last phase, the fourth phase, is 3 hours of adjusting the e-portfolio, 3 hours of simulators, and 3 hours of SAPEC. So more or less in this way is gonna be divided the class during this semester. And it's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting to be here in the class. In the beginning, I was a little bit worried because I didn't have a place to make my practices, to do these 2 classes that I have in this route of practice. But I'm happy now that I have it already. I have this place that is gonna be assigned, and it's gonna be interesting. Well, after knowing this, we have certain obligations during this time of observation. We have to fulfill our some requirements. We have some duties to fulfill in this time, that is to prepare our classes, to be on time, to be respectful all the time, to show that we are studying in the UNAD University, all what is they are expecting from us. So to fulfill all the activities and to present on time all the requirements and evidence that we need to do for the classes. Also, we have our rights that are that the teachers should help us in the during this time, guiding us to do a good job. We have the ARL to take care of us. I don't know. We are going to take many decisions that they are important in the development of this class. So it's really important to follow all the rules, to follow all the principles that the university have in order to have a good work by the end of the semester. It's really important that we as teachers, or that we are becoming teachers, we learn how to make our classes, we learn how to participate, we have to deal with problems in the classrooms and all this stuff. And all this class and all this observation will help us to do this, to fill all the documents on time, and to make our portfolio and all this stuff. It's really important. It's our duty to do it in a good way. So I think this is the importance of this class. I hope at the end of the term we will have a good result, good grades, and I hope that I can deal with all the problems and all the situations that we have. I'm really happy to be in this class. I'm looking forward to start doing my practices, and I hope it ends well. Nothing else. I think this is what is the video.